Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as it broke into the news earlier today that BMF Big Meech had been released from federal prison. And if you follow rap, hip-hop culture, you grew up in it, you listen to the rap music, what people saying, documentaries, street DVDs, you most definitely know who he is. And it crossed over mainstream in these last few years with 50 Cent getting involved, playing a role with the BMF series and the show and things like that, to really everybody kind of know who Big Meech is at this point in time. The story is documented, the story is relevant, and it's one of them things that's being told. With 2005, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison, and then they did eventually knock some time off, but they did come out today and announce that he had been sent to a halfway house. Big Meech released from feds, finishing sentence in a halfway house. The infamous co-founder of the Black Mafia family crime enterprise is out from behind bars, and he's finishing his sentence in comfier surroundings in Florida. The Federal Bureau of Prison tells TMZ Demetrius Big Meech Flannery was transferred Tuesday from FCI Coleman Low in Woodwood to community confinement overseen by the BOP's Miami Residential Reentry Management Office. Our sources say Big Meech is now serving his sentence in a halfway house. Big Meech was arrested in 2005, and in 2008, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison after being convicted on charges related to drug trafficking and money laundering. Earlier this year, a judge shortened his sentence by almost 3 years. It's unclear when Big Meech will officially finish his sentence, but the big thing here is he's no longer in federal prison. Brittany K. Barnett, attorney for Big Meech and co-founder of Buried Alive Project, tells TMZ she's overjoyed Flannery is free after nearly 20 years behind bars, and that he used his time in prison to focus on his own personal growth, and he has the opportunity now to start a new chapter in his life. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has been the front runner in keeping the BMF story alive, delivering a successful docuseries and TV series, even turning Meech's son, Lil Meech, into a legit actor. Hip-hop has rallied around BMF for years. Snoop Dogg, 2 Chainz, Lil Baby, Young Miami, and even Eminem have guest starred in the series, which now stands at 3 seasons. Man, that's crazy. 20 years in, bro. And it's crazy because I was young when he went in, but now it's like him doing 20 years, he been locked up more than half my life, bro. And it's saying that we get to this point in time, he is out of prison now. Still got to do the halfway process. But man, seeing everything how it's going, I'll say this for Big Meech, him being able to come home, and if you've ever heard him speak, real good speaker, real motivational speaker. He was speaking on some other stuff back then. I remember them old interviews or just DVD clips. You can see him on YouTube if you never saw him. Dog would speak with this confidence and type of motivational speaking, made you want to go out and make something happen. Even if you ain't have it, like, nah, you got to get out here and go get it. And I think now him coming home, he gonna tell both sides of this. Well, nigga, I did all that in the streets. I did all that. If you ever read the books or anything, I did all that. This is the other side of this as well. They come with it at times and things. The story is documented everywhere. So just seeing what's next for him, I can pretty rest assured we're going to see him speaking on podcasts. We're going to see him talking in interviews. We're going to see him in more movies and just playing things behind the scenes. And it's people, he going to have people here, bro, because Big Meech was a real good speaker. And I remember when I first got hip to BMF through the DVDs, man, the Smacks and the other hip-hop, black, just urban hood DVDs. And even when we came on the YouTube, was watching it early on, they was in the club stunting and you know, they outside hanging with around all the rappers, everybody in the game. They in the clubs, big stacks of money and things like that. You was like, man, they really living live. And I wasn't even thinking about what they had going on at the time then when I started seeing. And I really want, you know what, to be honest with you, they probably was almost arrested already by the time I got hip to who they really was, or they might have and I didn't know. But once, I can't remember for sure how it came to me, but I do remember them early days of BMF and Big Meech just in the clubs balling and stunting through DVDs and magazines and things like that. that was a different time, bro, that they was in, and it was different to see that. This just was that other side of it, him having to go do all this time, but it's good to see the storyline is there, turn a negative into a positive, learn from your mistakes that you made in the game, what went wrong, what could have been done better, or was that just meant for you to go through and things like that. So for Big Meech to be able to bounce back, get a second opportunity at this thing out in the free world, don't nobody want to be behind no cage that long. And then he could talk to the people directly from him experiencing both sides of this. The free world side, the living lavish side, then having to go behind the wall and be stuck to where, hey, I can't even be out here with my people and really enjoy life to the maximum like I would love to. So seeing him come home, most definitely, good look. We'll see what they do next. Pretty sure they got some big plans and things like that with the BMF name, the series, and probably gonna be back. You know, I can see him going on the run, really speaking, for sure. So that's some news that hit today. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.